India and Pakistan will face off at the United Nations General Assembly. One reason the relationship between the two nuclear neighbors remains frosty: Kashmir. To understand this annual showdown at the UN, the hostility and importance of this arena, you've got to go back, way back. The story begins in October of 1947, when a homegrown armed revolt against an unpopular ruler of Kashmir, Hari Singh, erupted. The ruler sought help from the Indian government and later went on to sign the Instrument of Accession. India sent its troops to fight the rebels and the raiders from Pakistan, resulting in the First Kashmir War between the two countries. In 1949, the President of the UN Security Council called for the withdrawal of both Indian and Pakistan-backed forces, allowing each to control a part of Kashmir under UN supervision, followed by a plebiscite. The proposal was rejected by India. This led to another set of UN resolutions which called for the demilitarization of Kashmir in the next 5 months, and led to the appointment of an Australian judge and diplomat, Sir Owen Dixon. He called for regional plebiscites in the disputed territory, which would have resulted in the Hindu-majority Jammu and Buddhist-majority Ladakh joining India, while Muslim-majority areas Gilgit-Baltistan and Azad Kashmir would have joined Pakistan, and a plebiscite in the Kashmir Valley. This was known as the Dixon Plan. This time, Pakistan rejected the proposal, saying a plebiscite should be held for the entire state or be partitioned along religious lines. India also refused to withdraw its troops from the region. Then, in 1951, US Senator Frank Graham was appointed as the next UN representative to India and Pakistan. Much like his predecessors, he called for the reduction of troops in the disputed region, but both nations refused to comply, sparring over logistics and stalling the process. The UN's role in the early years of the Kashmir dispute was also influenced by Cold War politics. With Pakistan being in the US bloc, India forged an alliance with the Soviet Union. 4 wars and multiple resolutions later, the question of Kashmir continues to smolder. For millions of Kashmiris, the promise of a UN-mandated plebiscite and demilitarization remains elusive. Calls made at the UN to resolve the dispute have reduced to mere rhetoric. In 1957, India's envoy to the UN, V.K. Krishna Menon, spoke over 8 hours, a record defending India's claim over Kashmir. While several Pakistani prime ministers have delivered passionate speeches on Kashmir, like this one by Zulfikar Ali Bhutto.
Jammu and Kashmir is a disputed territory between India and Pakistan. It is more a part of Pakistan than it can ever be with India, with all her eloquence and with all her extravagance with words. The people of Jammu and Kashmir, sir, are part of people of Pakistan. In blood, in flesh, in life, kith and kin of ours. In culture, in geography, in history, in every way and in every form.
The dispute goes on and global leadership ditters. Today, India has virtually cut off Kashmir from the world for over 50 days. A move condemned internationally by several human rights groups. With the United Nations' history of indecision, can it be expected to provide any relief to Kashmiris?